and welcome to another edition of SkipperWing Draws a Thing! Today I will be drawing the Mario Brothers, specifically their special moves from Super Smash Brothers, hence the joke. So, as mentioned in a previous video, sometimes I like to sketch in Photoshop because the brush tools are a lot more intuitive. Well, not so much intuitive as they're less rigid, because Flash works in vector, so the brush is more rigid because it's a calculation, whereas Photoshop works in raster, where it's just the pixels, so the brush is a lot looser. And when you're sketching, you always want to stay loosey-goosey, so sometimes I sketch in Photoshop and then ink in Flash. Right now, I am inking Mario, because first dibs, for the front man, it's Mario. And I am inking in something known as Object Mode. Object Mode allows you to manipulate the individual strokes of your brush, so each individual stroke that I'm making right now, I can go in and edit it. And that's great for if you want to mess with certain parts without messing with the entire thing. So like if you want to erase certain strokes, I can just grab those strokes and hit delete, rather than erasing and then having to redraw and then erase and redraw and erase and redraw. And it takes a little bit of getting used to at first, but once you start using it more and more, you kind of wonder how you ever lived without it. The hotkey, for those working in Flash, is just J. Just hit J. So now that Mario's done, I can move on to Luigi. And Luigi was actually very interesting because I don't think I nailed the sketch right as properly as I should have. It was kind of rough. It was way too rough. And so you're going to see a lot of that here with Luigi, where I'm kind of going in and re-editing. And that's the great thing about working digitally. I'm not saying it's better than working traditionally, but being able to edit your sketches as you go. So here I'm taking bits and pieces, making the knees bigger and wider, making the arms smaller, making the head smaller, and just generally filling it out. And really, it's not something you want to be doing as you're working. I know, pot calling the kettle black here. But it is something that you want to have basically your main foundations all the way done before you go through it, rather than, oh no, I messed up a stroke, redo. So now I'm converting Mario and Luigi into symbols, and symbols are pretty much mini timelines within Flash. So that way I can add as many frames and in-betweens as I want, and mess with Mario without worrying about messing with Luigi. After converting them to symbols, what I do is I go through and add their highlights. And I can establish those highlights because I've already established their shadows when I was inking. So once I know where my shadows are, figuring out where my lights go is a piece of cake. Once that's done, then I go in and make a fill layer. And that fill layer is basically just to make sure that when they overlap over each other, or beneath each other, then the lines of the other character aren't just kind of in the way. So now that the fill is done, then I can start painting in my fills. And, well actually before painting in my fills, what I do is I go in and change the stroke line to a color associated with the character. So for Mario, it's burgundy red. For Luigi, it's a very dark green. And that helps to pop them out from each other, because otherwise it would be just black and Mario's head would bleed into Luigi's thigh. And that would be hard to see. So instead, Mario gets a burgundy red and Luigi gets a dark green. Once that's done, I can put in their flat colors. And what I should have done here is what I should have done in my Sonic video and my Mario and Yoshi video, is color reference them from actual game footage rather than just picking the colors. I mean, they're pretty basic. Mario's predominantly red, Luigi's predominantly green, but, you know, accuracy and all that jazz. So once that's done, then I go in and I change the highlight colors to, rather than being stark white, I actually bring them down in not opacity, what's the word? I will forget. If you guys know, put it in the comments. But I make them less stark so that way they don't eat all the color. And once that's done, I put a black outline again to push the characters a little bit more. It's kind of nice that way. So for the background, what I decided to do was do what I did with my demo characters, my Smash Brothers demo picture, and do the Smash Brothers cross. It's really great how many pictures that slots into as the way it does. So yeah, that's about it. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, throw a like this way, and if you've got any suggestions for what you'd like to see me draw, please leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.